So, I wanted to give you all a backstory, a idea of who I am, where I came from, why do I even have a passion for skating after many years. But I thought first, if you'll give me just a minute, I should answer probably a question that is on at least some people's minds that don't already know me, which is, can I actually skate now that I'm almost 60? And so I thought I would start with showing proof that yes, I can and do still enjoy skating. And yeah, absolutely believe it's a reason I am staying as fit and energetic as I am. So once we have that out of the way, now, how about a little background? So, I grew up in a small town out in Enid, Oklahoma, and I was fortunate enough to be adopted by my grandparents, who built and ran the roller rink in my hometown. And for a short while I actually lived at the rink and grew up in the rink, which, as you can see from some of these pictures, they actually put skates on me at about 4 years old so that it would slow me down while they worked the rink. And so somehow I learned to walk and skate all around the same time. So pretty crazy. Looking back, extremely fortunate, extremely lucky. So I think it's important to appreciate where we come from, and like a lot of people listening, regardless of your age, you probably have some backstory, some element of skating that was in your life at some point. Those of us in our 50s, 60s, maybe 40s probably remember a time when skating was really big, and it was something we did every weekend. We had all sorts of events, back to school skating events, all night lock-in skating events. It was where you went. It was the thing to do once upon a time. Skating has certainly made a great comeback, and I can certainly show signs of that as we move into different chapters. But that is the initial reason, or initially how I got to this point. I have met some amazing people through skating, both online and in person. Some just your everyday skaters, some very famous skaters, and just really surprising the number of people I have been able to meet and connect with all over the world just through skating. And I like to think, although I know I'm not the only one, that it's a little bit more unique, although I started at a very young age, and it stayed a huge part of my life up through high school. I worked at another rink in high school as what we call floor guard. I absolutely loved those times as a teenager. And then as adulthood moved in, get a job, get married, have kids, skating was always there, and I tried to do a bit of it with my kids, but it certainly took the backstage for several decades. Only really surfacing in a big way a little bit around COVID. So I initially got on TikTok because I had two twin daughters that were on there all the time, and they were doing funny posts, all that type of stuff, and they wanted to be able to share it with Dad watch it, all this type of stuff. So I joined. And my curiosity of exploring it and learning what all was on there, I discovered that there was some little corner of TikTok, some little niche to cover just about anything you might be into. And in my case, I started learning that skating was a thing on TikTok. And therefore, it got me thinking, I don't have a lot of other things to do at the moment. I certainly know how to skate. Why don't I get back into it? And who knows? Do something even crazier. Why don't I film myself skating? What's the harm? So I did. Certainly those early videos were comical at best. Not necessarily because of my skating, just because of my totally undeveloped skills at recording, editing, posting, knowing what I'm doing in that world at all. But it was fun, and you gotta start somewhere. And it's literally what has eventually led to now having a pretty decent following on TikTok. Also, a growing group of fans on my Facebook page. So, what does the last 6+ years look like since I decided to skate more and see if I could produce content? Well, it's led to hundreds and hundreds of videos, me visiting a bunch of rinks, connecting with more and more skaters online, going to a bunch of different events. And yes, as you could see if you look at some of the videos I've posted, or I will talk more about it some in the future, there are a lot of adult skating events, typically 18 and up. So done a lot of those, have helped rinks with some of their social media pages. Most recently, I was one of a very talented group of content creators that helped promote a 3-night skate event in Nashville, Tennessee, Nash Bash Shuffle. And it was phenomenal. We all had an amazing time, incredible things. I even still do other crazy things on skates, even at my age, because I believe you should continue to live, and I think you need to enjoy the moments when you can. So this Halloween, I went to our little Halloween skate event and I dressed up and skated as Deadpool. And if you don't believe me, here's a short clip to prove. I hope you find some of this interesting or entertaining. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background and get you and let you get to know me a little better. I think it's important if you're going to be interested in my future content. Being active as an almost 60-year-old, if I'm going to get into skating content, you should at least believe that I have some background in it. I have some relative knowledge in this area, and that's what I intend to do in some future videos. Not only share more commentary, but also highlight some either upcoming events or provide you some content around events that I have attended. Some of it will be probably me talking to you from those events or special nights. So really do hope you want to hear more, see more. I would love comments. I would love ideas. Where should I go with this? What might be interesting to talk about in the world of active adults and skating as one form of activity? Or who knows? Maybe you just want to hear my voice. Some people have told me it's not a bad voice to listen to. So, I guess we'll test that out.